What's up guys, Elliot here with my reaction to the 2022 Alfa Romeo C42. We've already seen a camouflage version of the C42 at the first test in Barcelona, which was an odd way to do it to be honest, as they clearly already had the car ready, so why not release it with the livery? They also didn't make a big deal out of the camo livery like Red Bull have done in previous years, so I really don't get it. We'll have a look at the technical aspects of the car, but before we do, let's take a look at the last new livery for 2022. First off, I want to say the colours look great. They've added more red on the car this year, much more red on the nose, and definitely a much better looking car from the front. I like the full Alfa Romeo logo on the nose. Last year was a more minimal version. There's much more use of black this year, with the front wing all black, the side of the nose black too. I'm not sure about the black cooling vents on the top of the side pod. I'm pretty sure it's black, or they've just got huge vent openings there and gives the appearance of black from the angles they've provided. I like what looks like old style script Alfa Romeo on the engine cover. Shame about the all-N logo in the different red colour, but that was always going to be the way. And these wheel covers are awesome. They look so cool, easily the best ones we've seen so far. All the teams should have something to spice them up, rather than trying to hide them and pretend they're not there. The only issue I can see with them being two-toned is that when the car is moving, it could appear pink, but that's a minor issue. They've also embraced their heritage with an Italian flag on the rear wing. Nice. I'd give the livery an 8 out of 10. It's simple, bold, and a nice step up from last year in my opinion. But what do you think of the new Alfa Romeo livery? Let me know what you'd give out of 10 in the comments below. And if you're enjoying the video so far, then please consider dropping a like and subscribe for more F1 content. Let's look at the key technical talking points. Starting off at the front of the car, they've gone with the popular solution of the raised nose, with the lowest of the four elements detached. The wing is heavily mid-loaded, falling away dramatically at the outboard ends to get as much outwashing as possible within the new rules, which have been set in a way to make this a lot harder for the teams this year. Moving slightly further back, Alfa Romeo have gone for the conventional push rod at the front, although with an unconventional implementation, with the front wishbone mounted much higher than the rear, as you can see here. This provides an anti-dive effect, meaning the front of the car will dip less under braking, giving the car a more stable platform, crucial for getting the most out of the floor Venturi tunnels. They've also gone for push rod at the rear, which has been the less popular solution this year, with only McLaren, Red Bull and AlphaTauri adopting the same solution. This helps with packaging at the rear of the car with the aim of getting clean airflow to the diffuser to maximise its effectiveness. Then onto the side pods, and they appear to have quite large air intakes. Ferrari have reduced their cooling requirements in the centre line of the car, so there will be more cooling requirements here as a result, but I'm surprised with the size of these inlets considering the size of the vents on the top of the side pods. They've gone for a big undercut, very much like the Aston Martin, so I suspect they've got the radiators laid on their side to achieve this. This will get as much airflow to the diffuser, improving its performance. Alfa Romeo have gone for the unusual solution to the air intake above the driver's head with a split intake design, something that ran some years back. They're one of the only teams to run this solution in recent years, but they must be getting some benefit from it, otherwise they wouldn't run it on the car. There's some good detail here on the floor, which we're not seeing on the renders. They've got this large upturned section, and I believe we can see where the green arrow is, the end of one of the floor strakes. This is potentially being used to encourage the air outwards, getting a better seal on the floor. There is also a small turning vane in front of the rear wheels. And then lastly, the rear wing is a flat spoon shape, which all seems pretty standard. And there's also a double beam wing configuration, which is more loaded in the central section. Before I give you my final thoughts on the Alfa Romeo, if you haven't already, go check out my reaction to the Ferrari F175. There's a lot of really interesting design choices on the Ferrari. Have you seen these side pods? They're crazy. Click on the link in the top right to check it out. So, there are some really cool design details on the C42. You can tell that Alfa Romeo have had more wind tunnel and CFD time than some of the other teams on the grid, as they have some really nicely developed bits on the car. It's bold design, and time will tell if they've gone in the right direction. They did not have a great test though in Barcelona, with them being one of the worst affected teams in terms of porpoising, literally shaking the car to pieces and causing damage on the car that prevented them from getting decent running. Hopefully we can see them have a better test in Bahrain, maximising the potential of the car, and in turn see them join the midfield battle, which I'm sure is going to be fierce this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.